The F-22 Raptor was built around one uncompromising idea: win control of the sky before the enemy even understands what is happening. It is not just another fast fighter with missiles under the wings. It is a stealth aircraft designed to enter contested airspace, detect threats first, strike first, and leave before opposing pilots or radar crews can effectively respond. Developed by Lockheed Martin with major work from Boeing, the F-22 became the United States Air Force's most advanced air superiority fighter. But its story is also one of ambition, cost, politics, and changing ideas about what future wars would look like. To understand why the F-22 exists, we have to go back to the Cold War. The U.S. Air Force had relied heavily on the F-15 Eagle, one of the most successful air superiority fighters ever built. But Soviet aircraft, missiles, and radar systems were improving. The Air Force wanted a next-generation fighter that could dominate far beyond visual range, survive against advanced air defenses, and outperform anything expected to appear in enemy service. This requirement became the Advanced Tactical Fighter Program, or ATF. The goal was not a small upgrade. It was a generational leap in speed, stealth, sensors, and maneuverability. The aircraft that eventually became the F-22 descended from the Lockheed YF-22 prototype, which competed in the ATF program. Its design reflected a difficult balance. A fighter needs to be fast, agile, and heavily armed, but stealth demands careful shaping, internal weapons bays, and reduced radar reflections. The Raptor's angular surfaces, blended fuselage, buried weapons, and specialized materials all serve the same purpose: reduce the chance that radar can find and track it. Unlike older fighters that often carried weapons and fuel tanks externally, the F-22 was built to keep its combat load inside, preserving its low observable profile during the most dangerous part of a mission. Speed is another key part of the F-22's advantage. Many fighters can fly supersonic for short bursts by using afterburners, which dump extra fuel into the engine exhaust for more thrust. The problem is that afterburners consume fuel rapidly and create a stronger infrared signature. The F-22 was designed for supercruise, sustained supersonic flight without relying on afterburner in normal conditions. That matters tactically. A Raptor can cover distance quickly, choose when to engage, and give its missiles more energy at launch. In air combat, speed is not just about bragging rights. It can determine who controls the geometry of the fight. The Raptor is also famous for maneuverability. Its twin engines use thrust vectoring nozzles, which can direct exhaust to help the aircraft pitch aggressively. Combined with a powerful airframe and flight control system, this gives the F-22 exceptional agility, especially at high angles of attack where many aircraft would struggle. But the important point is that maneuverability is not the whole strategy. The F-22 was not designed to win only in close-range dogfights. It was designed to avoid fair fights. Its ideal engagement is one where the pilot sees the enemy first, fires first, and never has to enter a turning battle at all. Inside the aircraft, the F-22's real power comes from integration. Modern fighter pilots are flooded with information: radar contacts, electronic emissions, data link updates, missile warnings, navigation, and communications. The Raptor was designed to fuse sensor data into a clearer tactical picture. Rather than forcing the pilot to interpret separate systems one by one, the aircraft helps organize the battle space. This is one reason the F-22 is more than an airframe with stealth coating. It is a flying information platform. Its sensors and electronic warfare capabilities allow it to detect, classify, and prioritize threats while remaining difficult to detect itself. Although the F-22 is best known as an air superiority fighter, it was never limited to shooting down other aircraft. The design also incorporated ground attack, electronic warfare, and signals intelligence capabilities. That flexibility became important as real-world conflicts shifted away from the large air-to-air battles many planners had expected. The Raptor can carry precision weapons internally and support broader operations by gathering information and helping other aircraft understand the threat environment. Still, its core mission remains counter-air dominance, clearing the sky, protecting friendly forces, and making it harder for an opponent to use aircraft effectively. The F-22 first flew in 1997 and formally entered service in December 2005 as the F-22A. By then, the world had changed dramatically. The Soviet Union was gone, the United States was fighting wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, and immediate demand for an expensive dedicated air superiority fighter seemed less urgent to many policymakers. The aircraft replaced the F-15 Eagle in most active-duty U.S. Air Force squadrons assigned to the role, but it arrived after a long and costly development path. Its capabilities were extraordinary, yet the debate around it increasingly centered on whether the United States needed so many of them. Originally, the Air Force planned to buy hundreds of advanced tactical fighters, with early ambitions reaching 750 aircraft to replace the F-15 fleet at scale. That number was later reduced to 381, and then cut again. In the end, the program produced 195 aircraft, including 187 operational models. Production ended in 2009, and the last aircraft was delivered in 2012. The reasons were not simple. The F-22 was expensive, air-to-air threats seemed less pressing at the time, and the F-35 Lightning II promised a more affordable and versatile aircraft for multiple services and allied nations. The Raptor became elite, but rare. That rarity has shaped the F-22's entire career. Because the fleet is small, every aircraft is strategically valuable, and availability matters. The Raptor also faced early operational difficulties, including maintenance demands associated with stealth aircraft and the challenge of keeping a complex, low-observable fighter ready for deployment. Stealth is not magic paint, it requires careful design, upkeep, and procedures. But over time, the aircraft matured into the Air Force's leading counter-air platform. Regular deployments to places such as Okinawa, the Middle East, and NATO's eastern flank signaled not only capability, but deterrence. Sending F-22 sends a message. The Raptor's first combat use was not a dramatic dogfight against enemy fighters. It came in 2014, when F-22s conducted airstrikes during the U.S. intervention in Syria. That might seem surprising for an aircraft built primarily for air dominance, but it shows how advanced fighters are used in modern campaigns. A stealthy aircraft that can penetrate defended airspace, identify targets, and coordinate with other forces is useful even when enemy aircraft are not the main threat. The F-22 has also carried out and supported later strike operations, demonstrating that its value is not limited to the mission it was originally designed to dominate. The F-22 occupies an unusual place in aviation history. It is widely regarded as one of the most capable air superiority fighters ever built, yet it was produced in numbers far smaller than first planned. It represents the peak of one era, a fighter optimized to defeat advanced aircraft and air defenses through stealth, speed, agility, and sensor fusion. But it also foreshadows the next era, where aircraft work as networked systems rather than isolated machines. Future fighters are expected to rely even more on data links, drones, artificial intelligence, and distributed sensors. The Raptor helped define that path. For now, the F-22 remains a cornerstone of U.S. tactical air power. Its successor, the Boeing F-47, is expected to begin entering service around 2030, but replacing the Raptor's role will not be immediate or simple. The F-22 was built for a brutally demanding mission: achieve air superiority against the most dangerous opponents. Its limited numbers make it precious, its technology makes it formidable, and its presence still changes calculations in any region where it deploys. The Raptor's legacy is not just that it was stealthy or fast. It proved that in modern air combat, information, invisibility, and initiative can matter as much as raw firepower. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more explainers.